Oh man, dude, what a last week we have had.
I'm still here.
Holy crap. Holy crap. I can't
That
even
was that was a that was a week.
dude, this has been a crazy week. Crazy week.
That was a crazy sale.
And welcome everybody to YouTube and Instagram. So Instagram fam,
Oh.
thank you for joining, and YouTube, obviously, thank you for
Does this
being here.
work? Does this work out here?
Yeah. Oh, does it? I'm not sure when it's in the little bits. Oh, it does.
Ah!
It does. It does. So do I get the balloons when I do the piece? Yeah. So that was the other one I figured out is piece for the balloons. That still doesn't work. I really wish they would do something for that, but I think it's the other way. It's looking for your fingers. But guys, welcome. We sincerely appreciate it. We're doing a little thank you to everybody that obviously joined us this last week. A little bit of a catch up, answering any questions you guys may have, and really just trying to have a little bit of time, not actually just selling a book for 5 minutes, actually just catching up. Because I've been gone the last few days. Theo's been there by himself, so we haven't even gotten to talk.
And yeah, guys, I'm still on site in Washington. I fly out tonight. But I finally got done doing everything I needed to do. I'm packed, I'm ready to go.
Mm.
And I'm deciding to finally sit down and take a break.
And just a short break.
And
Short
here
break.
we are.
Here we are.
How's your day going, bro?
It's been a busy day. I mean, you streamed late last night, and I stayed up afterwards, and we were working on billing and catching up on all the stuff that was going on. So then I went to work in the morning like 2 hours later, and so I'm kind of struggling. So I'm really excited you're fucking doing this early tonight, because I seriously thought I was going to be up like until 11 or 12 o'clock tonight. Again, I'm just like, I might die on Friday, but
I'm not gonna
all is
lie.
well.
I almost woke up today and did a stream. I was this close, but I was like, you know what? I did say it was the last one, so I don't want anybody to think that I was lying to them, or I don't want anybody to miss out on the sale, because once you say it's the last one, people kind of like, oh, now I can relax, I can get off Instagram for a couple days, whatever it is, right? So
Exactly.
I don't want anybody to think that I shortchanged them.
No, not at all. And we've probably had the largest amount of books moved in any sale that we have ever done. I mean, like, there's lots and
I
lots
think
of spots.
totality wise, I hate that you can't flip a screen on YouTube.
We're gonna have to talk
YouTube
to
needs
StreamYard about that. StreamYard,
yeah. So I mean,
get on it.
it's definitely been a good one. I mean,
What up, Go Jackets?
that's not even including everything underneath both tables that have sold too.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't even show everything, but I mean, there's
stuff that's already been shipped.
there's a hallway of like prints out here that people have claimed off this
Yeah.
man's wall. It was funny when we did preview night. It was just supposed to be a preview, and we started like doing a claim sale. But people were like, "Hey, is that for sale on the wall?" And then we look at Russ. He's like, "Everything's for sale." And we're like, "Yep." People were taking stuff off this man's wall, dude.
Well, there was and there was also New Comic Book Day. So what was different is that very often, like, people come after this one big book or with this one, but people were buying lots. Like, this was the first one.
I did New Comic Book Day drop yesterday. I've never streamed New Comic Book Day ever.
Yeah, I got to miss it, and that was the only thing I actually had experience doing. That was the one thing I actually had.
I actually wish you were here for some of that. You would have actually liked it. Look, there's actually there's a really good one that was picked up yesterday.
Yeah,
like literally, Russ and John, they couldn't believe that all of them went. Dude, these things went in like minutes, dude. But look at this. This thing is so beautiful. Where's it at? I gotta find it and show it to you, because as soon as you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, I should have been there for that. Look at this. Hold on. Let's give Phil some FOMO, guys.
Oh God. Oh,
look at that, David Nakayama.
Dave did that?
Yeah, bro. Why is it reverse on?
It's trying to follow your face. That's crazy. That's awesome, dude. I love that.
Right, little Spider Girl #1 homage, right?
Hell
Like,
yeah, dude. That's freaking
dude.
tight.
But no, yeah, everybody agreed that was hands down the sleeper new comic book day of the week.
Dude, that is tight.
100%. That was
Yeah.
the sleeper, dude.
I'm gonna have to
Nobody
go
was
look for that.
talking about that book.
But that's what I like about New Comic Book Day, right? Because all of a sudden you discover it with a crowd. That's why I love live streaming New Comic Book Day with people, because generally you have to watch like 80 different people's, posts or freaking reels or whatever the hell it is. But when you go live,
Not when we're
and
panning
everybody's
a wall.
reacting, they just go.
Yeah, now we're panning a wall.
No, you can't.
Oh, we
miss
got a
that.
question in the chat. Let's go. And Marvel Man, Vinlar, Gil, Circumstance, LaCruz, you guys are all beautiful. Question: how hard is it not to put something aside for yourself when you're selling off a collection? And if you did, what you get?
I didn't get anything. I've been very good about that lately. I know you've had a harder time, but
So I got a few things, and I actually showed it to Russ today, and I already bought them, and we're good to go. Now they're mine.
yeah, I know you picked up a couple things for your kids specifically. I know.
So
that those
I
are-
did pick up some things for the kids. Should I show
Yep.
the chat what I got for myself?
Yeah. Go get it.
There's one thing, it's a pretty big thing, but that's going to be a surprise for later.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, look at this.
Theo has a new problem, guys.
Yes, I do.
I hope I can take some points for influencing a little bit of that.
Maybe a little bit. And anybody in the chat that knows me knows that this is like my guy. This is like everything for me right now. And I did not know these existed. I have like an all white photo variant that I did. That's pretty rare and tough and high grade. But I didn't know these existed. And ask Phil. As soon as I saw these, I was like, "What did I say, Phil?"
Yeah.
I said, "Mine."
Yeah.
I love like I say it every time, guys. I love you guys, but you get 99% first dibs. But that 1%, okay, sometimes that's it. I just want like 1 or 2 books for myself there.
And it was 100%. He was looking through to find more books to sell, and he just looked at it and he's just like, "Well, that's gonna be mine."
I'm like,
It's just
yeah, that's mine. I'm like, I don't think they'll mind. They get a giant size X-Men. They get X-Men 1 through 300. I'm gonna take 2 books.
I remember one person in the sale, and I can't remember who it was. There was somebody in the sale that goes, "Do you have any Blade movie print comics?" And I just looked at you and I'm like, "I think there's one somewhere." And you just kind of like look back like,
I don't know what you're talking about. Not on this one. Not on this one.
That was definitely not making it out for everybody. No, those definitely weren't. I mean, there was definitely some ones that I debated, but at the same time too, I'm just trying to make the rule until I sell some of the books that I've got in my closet of shame, I can't buy more books. And I've been good to that too. You've been to the last few shows.
Does your closet look like this? Does your closet look like this room?
Yeah, my closet is 36 short boxes right now, so it's close. Those are long boxes.
So it's this room.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, guys! We're gonna have a slumber party at Phil's house.
I know, right? Everybody can go through Phil's collection so he can buy new books. No, that's the last problem I need right now. But no, I mean, there's definitely going to be some stuff moving in the future, 100%. But no, those were some dope books, and I remember seeing it too. I'm like, he didn't have a second one. Like that might have been something I would have thought about. That would have those 2 covers would have been something I thought about.
Are they the same issue? Hold on. No, they're not. Sorry.
No, because one's Blade 1, Blade 2.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, those were dope, dude. Those were dope, and I was definitely jealous about that.
Hey, I don't fight you on the Star Trek, okay?
No, or the Star Wars, or basically anything with the word star in it. Like you told, I think there was that one guy
with the word star in it. I give that man priority.
Yeah, because
like he gives me priority on anything with the word X or pokey.
True story. Because we were at, what collection was it last year, and somebody was shouting, "Hey, do you think Phil would like this?" And you were an aisle over, you couldn't see what it was, and you just said, "Does it have the word star somewhere in the title?" And he's just like, "Yeah," and you're like, "He'll fucking love it." And that was the end. Like, yep, it's done. He'll take it. And that's pretty much the rule. That is pretty much the rule. I'm definitely a sci-fi
Hey,
nerd.
you're not late to the party. You're right on time, sir.
It's always good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Comic book fanboy, Comic Roy, Blake Spluzz, the comic book kid. Everybody, welcome. Good to see you guys on Instagram. There's lots of people flying through here. So we sincerely appreciate the hang, because we had been live in Seattle. Just for the recap, we're just basically getting together and shooting the shit. I mean, there's been a lot of news. There's been a lot of stuff going on in comic book culture. There's the whole official signing of Henry Cavill, but to an unknown role. Some people think it's Cyclops. Some people think it's Captain Britain. Some people think it's Doom. And I could be okay with any of those three. I would be okay with any of those three. But
I've also been hearing Wolverine.
Really? He's so tall.
Hey, so's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I know. But I kind of want to see. I want to kind of see like Wolverine being shorter than somebody and just like, you know, getting the whole bub kind of stance like he does, where he just doesn't give a shit.
I mean, I do too, and that's where like, you know, his, you know, those uppercuts come from. But hey,
yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
No, I mean, no. If you look in the comics and like animation, a lot of his fighting style too is kind of based on the fact that he is smaller and hunched over and like almost in like that, like ready to come up in your freaking grill.
Yeah.
Like at any moment, just ready to jump up with 6 claws and make you say "Papa."
Yeah, the comic book kid says he's not going to be Wolverine, and the Rob Mo says, honestly, I see Cyclops. Wolverine's supposed to be 5'3". He'd be a bit too much for Wolverine for me. So that's like a whole foot. But hey, honestly, any of those three roles, I would be okay. And especially if they made Cyclops the leader he's supposed to be, and not just the poster boy of the man that.
Man, imagine if he goes from the leader of the Justice League to the leader of the X-Men.
Well, I think Henry's due.
Damn.
I think Henry's due time in a role, and that's why I think it should be Doom. And I only say Doom just because they need a consistent bad guy for a decade again, like they had with Thanos. Now, granted, it was not always the same actor. We had I think 3 different ones over time for different cameos or hands or whatever the hell it was, right? But at the end of the day, there was one big bad for a very long period of time with a tremendous actor at the helm. And I do feel like DC never gave him his proper time, his proper due. And I feel like this could be epic for him to be Dr. Doom, because Dr. Doom is that hero to his people. He is that leader, that celebrated person. He's that beautiful, vain man that all of a sudden gets scarred by everything going on and hides behind a mask because he doesn't want the world to see, you know, what's happened to him. Because he's just, I don't know. I think he's got the build, the physique, he's got the chops, and he's not somebody that is going to be obsessed with, oh my gosh, they're not seeing my face. They're not seeing my face. Everybody knows who the Henry Cavill is. And he is not afraid to be behind a mask to know that he can play an iconic character, because he's as big of a nerd as we are. Like, we would love to strap on an Iron Man mask, right? We don't care if it's a Mandalorian helmet. We would happily go to war in that shit. And I feel like Henry has the cred and the humbleness to take on a role that will spend a lot of time behind a mask and that he'll enjoy. So I think Doom would be excellent, but Cyclops would be.
I would like Doom.
I think it's better than Captain Britain, and I'm British, dude. Don't get me wrong. I want to see somebody. But at the end of the day, just put Peggy Carter back in. All right, put Peggy back in at this point. You know, let her be British. You know, I am. It's just like that. I would rather see Cyclops. I would rather see Doom than Captain Britain at this point, just because Captain Britain's, they said they're going back to basics. Feige said we're going back to the super strong popular characters. We're not doing these side characters unless we've already introduced
to anybody in the chat.
No new.
You know this comes from a great place. If that's true, then Phil, I don't want to hear about any Captain Britain.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm kind of like,
I don't want to hear a word about it.
I don't want to worry about Excalibur before we've got our core team in, you know.
Don't tell me Excalibur. I don't want to hear anything with an X that doesn't come with a "m"
Man.
afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, and the comic book kid, you're right. I do think Cillian Murphy would be a great Doctor Doom. I do agree. But I really hope that I really hope in Deadpool 3 they officially cast him in this, because they're right now filming an end or mid-credit scene where we're going to see Doctor Doom somewhere. I just want it, because we know we're getting okay, and that's the curveball too. That's the curveball too. They're casting Silver Surfer right now, and it's been officially relayed that it's not going to be a female, it's going to be a male. And I don't know a single woman
you
on earth that would not mind watching Henry Cavill covered in chrome, basically naked the entire time on a surfboard. He's got the physique to pull it off.
I don't think it would be him, but you know who did sign that contract a long time ago?
Keanu. I think he could do it. I think he could.
Cannot wait for he might not be. He might be a good Doom.
I think he's too old to be Doom. The man's getting close to 60.
Yeah, but that's why it's okay for that would be the justification of him now. Okay, covering up, being in armor, and being like up to par with everybody. I'm just saying.
If
Henry
I'm going to
Cavill
see
already
Keanu
looks like
Reeves,
he's up to par. You know what I'm saying?
if I'm going to see Keanu Reeves cover up in armor, it's going to be as Darth Revan in Star Wars. All right,
Hey,
and he can
that
put
can
on
happen
that.
at the same time. Okay, look at Pedro. It doesn't matter, dude.
True.
It doesn't
True.
matter anymore.
True. Pedro,
Literally, Pedro
Pascal
can do
it all.
proved it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if Pedro can do it all, so can Keanu. But
of course.
he would do very well with the red visor. I have never been a Cyclops fan. I've always considered him to be one of the bigger, but at the same time too.
Hey, you watch your tongue, mister.
Well, I mean, I just didn't care as much. I loved, and that's kind of the thing too. You only learn to respect Cyclops when you become an adult, right? Because he was so busy trying to babysit Gambit and Wolverine and all the other X-Men that were trying to do their own
like
damn
Leo
thing.
with the Turtles, you know?
Yeah. You don't respect him until you've had a kid. And you're like, stop.
He's basically the
that.
Red Ranger. It's like, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. So I agree. Give me more scars than Jesus and make him Dr. Doom, Mighty Mike says. Yeah. No kidding, right? But yes, Keanu, I always the Rob Moe said I would have really loved to have Keanu Reeves as the Submariner. That would have been interesting. I could have seen.
I don't know if I want to see him without his shirt on, but
well, not anymore, not like he used to. But I mean, technically, Submariner always had like this vest thing on, anyways, too. But
yeah, right, dude. That dude was jacked as
well, the Talokan guy, especially, dude, he was huge. Dude was ripped as hell. But I could also see Ghost Rider. Honestly, if I got to see Keanu in a role in the MCU, I would really like him as Ghost Rider. I mean, Silver Surfer.
I would take Ghost Rider all day, honestly. And I think that would fit his MO because his name would be John again.
Yeah. Yeah. It would just
literally his best movies. His name has been John.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I would take.
Yes, I like Bill and Ted, but look,
I would take that. Yeah,
I'm talking serious.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, dude, if we could get Henry as if I could get Henry as Dr. Doom, and they do want to do a Midnight Suns movie. It is being bandied around right now that they're working on a Midnight Suns script. And that's mostly because obviously Blade's in production. We've got the Black Knight. To be honest, we need a Ghost Rider now more than ever to get these Midnight Suns starting to show up.
Well, especially with Blade on the horizon.
Yeah, and obviously, there's no more Kang. They've wiped him from the Avengers name slate. There's no more Kang Dynasty. That's officially canceled. It is an Avengers movie. We don't know what it's going to be, but Marvel has already said, nope, no more Kang Dynasty. That's not going to be the title of this Avengers movie. We can get some pretty dope coming our way with these things. So I'm excited. Yeah, he has the chin line for Mr. Sinister, Mighty Mike says. I can agree with that. But I'm okay on waiting for Mr. Sinister. I would rather have a Dr. Doom right now than I would have a Mr. Sinister. I won't lie. He doesn't mind wearing a mask for a superhero.
I don't mind having like a Mr. Sinister as like having like a movie or maybe a couple around that villain. I don't think he'd be like an arc.
No, he's not. He's not a Doom. He's not a
Well,
Doom.
he's not a Doom, or
He's
not
an X-Men movie.
like
arc.
he's not an Apocalypse. You
Yes.
know?
Yes. Yes. He's
And
not a
I don't
Magneto.
know. I think like a Master Mold with like 1,000,000 Sentinels to me would be like, okay, now you're
Well, I mean, that's where we get
we're gonna
into
make Ultron look tiny.
that's where we get into the whole semantics of how they're going to try and bring this multiverse together. So,
I just think they
dude.
do what Deadpool's gonna do. They just torch it all and say, "Who Avengers? Who? I don't know. The X-Men are here."
Yeah. And I have to give
It's like,
respect right
hey,
now.
yeah,
I have
you
to give
could call
respect right
them,
now to
but
Gil.
we're already here on the job, ready to go.
I have to give respect to Gil with this comment. I would rather have Robbie Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was good. Honestly, that is definitely the best Ghost Rider to me. Nicolas Cage wasn't as good of a Ghost Rider at any point in time as what they
How
did.
dare you say that?
Oh, bro, come on!
I'm
You
kidding.
saw?
I'm kidding.
Did you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. arc with Robbie? It was really good. I know a lot of people didn't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It wasn't their
It's been a
bag,
while.
but it was definitely the best season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with the Darkhold and everything. I mean, there was so much more accuracy lore-wise and actually treating a character like a Ghost Rider. Honestly, that was 100% their best season. Yeah, the rumors are Ryan Gosling for Ghost Rider 2. I don't know, maybe.
What?
Yeah, that's making the ways around. I've seen that rumor too. There's rumors, all kinds of rumors, but Christopher Eccleston as Destro, the Silver Mask, yeah, from Cobra Villain. Yeah. Also, that would be interesting. No, did not know that, Tommy. Did not know that. But yeah, I'm here for some Ghost Rider action. And I think that would be good though, too, because at Keanu's age, if he could be Ghost Rider, that would be an interesting arc and torch to pass on after something like a Midnight Suns movie in the next 3 to 5 years, right? To pass on to a Robbie Reyes and, have then all of a sudden that Ghost Rider tutorial guy, that old, to me, Johnny Blaze is still timeless and he'll be there in the old fashion and he can, get himself going when he needs to, but he would pass on the spirit of vengeance, let that go on the way it needs to, let it go to Robbie, somebody younger. And I would love to see the Hell Charger. I would just love to see that too. That where I could see Keanu had his time. We got some Johnny Blaze.
I need the bike, bro.
Be there for a while. Huh?
I need the bike.
Oh no, I love the bike too, but that way
I need the bike.
It would be the two of them still existing in the same universe.
I get it.
That felt good.
I get it, but still, I need the bike. I don't ever want to see a car.
I'm telling you, watch that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it would be you'd be like, you know what? That was still a pretty dope car. Still a pretty dope car.
I believe it. Just something about a bike though, bro.
No, 100%. That is still the most
something
iconic.
About a bike going up the side of a building on fire.
Yeah, that's still the most iconic. Using his chain whip to just pull himself.
Yeah, there's just something about a bike going up the side of a building with the wheels on fire. I don't know.
Go Jacket says, bring back Sam Elliott. You know what? That man can do any role he wants to at any time. I swear that dude is timeless AF. He could definitely pull it off 100%. But yeah, there's some great casting news coming. I do feel excited for Marvel. I do feel like DC just makes announcements. I'm getting kind of tired of just hearing announcements. I don't see movies on the horizon. I don't see the release dates. I just hear like, well, we're starting production soon.
Well, at least Marvel, even though they have, a recent track record of not so good, they at least have a track record of success too.
Yes.
Okay, they at least have both sides of the coin.
Yes.
DC, their coin's just scratched on both sides. They ain't two-faced. They're one-face over there. Okay.
No. There has not been any big objective wins from the DC universe. I mean, versus with Marvel, where yes, they made it to the mountaintop, and
like I said, flip a quarter. Their
But
show or the movie that came out, one of them will be good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, 100%. One of them will be good enough, I guess.
I want the horse to end. I want the horse from the end of the movie. Yeah, the horse, the hell.
Oh, the horse. Oh, dude, yeah, the OG horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
OG Ghost Rider.
Or Gojek is like, you know what? Screw it. Skip them all. Just go straight to the Frank Castle Cosmic Ghost Rider. Let it go that way. I can't. I'm
You
sorry,
know what?
Gojek. That would kill me.
You're actually right, though. If they wanted to literally just be like, oh, well, you know what? We don't want to piss off any Johnny or any Robbie fans. You know what?
Well, John
The
Blumenthal is
Punisher
back.
just became Cosmic Ghost Rider. We would all embrace that.
So John Blumenthal has been sighted on set and pictured on set of the new season of Daredevil, and apparently it's already earned its rated R. It's going to be TVMA, and it opens up with a very bloody sequence between Punisher, Daredevil, and White Tiger. Those are going to be the 3 opening sequence heroes we run into in this second episode of the new Daredevil series, which isn't going to be 20 some episodes, 20-minute episodes. These are going to be, supposedly 50 minutes to an hour long episodes. And there might be like 8 to 10, depending on how well they can tell the story. They're kind of trying to keep a little bit of that Netflix model, and we'll see if they can accomplish it. But John's back. Karen and Foggy are back. Rumor has it that somebody's going. Bullseye's definitely back. That Bullseye kills either Foggy or Karen, and that's kind of what brings Matt unhinged and starting to, with whatever goes on with Punisher, whatever goes on with White Tiger. I'm not entirely sure where they fit into the synopsis, but supposedly that's the route that show's going.
That's cool.
Yeah, and no, your comic book plug, you're absolutely right. The James Gunn era hasn't even begun yet. My only thing is I'm just tired of hearing about what's eventually going to be with the James Gunn era. That's all I'm saying right now. Right now, it's kind of like put up or shut up. And I never really thought about it until I saw Stephen Amell talking about it at one of the most recent comic conventions. And he was just like, hey, I love all the rumors. I love all the stuff, but it's time to put up or shut up. Make something. And that was Stephen Amell.
I don't know. There wasn't a lot of rumors when the MCU was getting put together, right? They just did it.
No, it just happened.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Even with the stuff they've been putting out, they just do it.
Yeah, and that's kind of the entire thing. It's like this entire hysteria around, it's down to these final 4.
Like Marvel walks the talk. Like.
It definitely seems to be a lot more public, and that's not a bad thing either. James is trying to get some buy-in from the public. I get what he's doing from a PR's perspective. He's not stupid. The man knows what he's doing. He built the Guardians of the Galaxy, for God's sakes, a group that nobody gave a flying about. And I caught total vibes of Guardians of the Galaxy in a preview that just came out today, by the way. But if anybody can guess what I'm talking about, let me know. But yeah, it's hoping it is an axe on Karen. But yeah, the fans want the rumors, though. That's 2024. I totally agree. I'm just tired of only hearing rumors and knowing that I've got to wait another year or so to get to it. So that's my thing, Jabez Creed. That's my thing.
Yeah.
No, I am 100% here for Henry Cavill being any of the roles that have been discussed so far, except Captain Britain. I really don't need Captain Britain. He's a cool character, but I just don't think we need him. I don't see where he fits into any plan. I don't see any plan that he fits into that I'm aware of that's going to be good for the MCU right now. Otherwise, he's just a side character that maybe will get a little bit of love, but at the end of the day, too, why do we need to try and find new characters to start over with in the MCU that's already so expansive? Let's give us a couple of the ones that are the basics that we haven't gotten to have yet. The bread and butter characters, the X-Men, the Fantastic Fours, the Dooms, the big people that came out of 2 of its biggest franchises. And with that, stop doing things with the Spider-Verse over at Sony. So stop doing things at Sony, please, for the love of God.
You know what?
Stop.
I was just thinking about that the other day. I can't believe you said that. I think that Marvel should literally just be like, you know what? We're never going to help you again with another Spider-Man movie. We still want to buy it. If you don't want to sell it, that's fine. But when you do, you let us know. Till then, have fun tanking it.
Did you hear what Sony's planning to do? Because Feige is spread thin. He's trying to fix the MCU right now. getting things back on track, getting the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, cleaning up the Kang mess, all the different shows, fixing shit. He's got a lot on his plate. And Sony really, really, really needs another Spider-Man movie because they've had a lot of failures. They've had a lot of abject failures lately. And so they know they need to get Spider-Man out there again because these side characters aren't freaking hitting it. So that being the case, what do they want to do? They need to rush a Spider-Man movie. Feige doesn't have time. Feige wants to do a street level Daredevil, Kingpin is mayor, you know, Spider-Man, Daredevil, and these other characters fighting Kingpin. That entire, I think that was the Dark Reign arc or something like that. He wants to do supposedly something like that, but Sony wants to do another multiverse thing and bring back Toby and Andrew. And I think that's cool, but at the same time too, this is something you and I discussed before. Sometimes it takes away what makes that movie so damn special. Because all of a sudden you're like, remember when it was Toby and Andrew and you know, all the Spider-Men are together? Like, oh, you mean like the first or the second time or the third time or the, you know, I don't want to see them continue this multiverse crap. I would rather see just a good Spider-Man story at this point, especially now that he's been forgotten. He's just Peter Parker. He doesn't have his best friends. He's got no parents, no aunts, no uncles. I would be interested at seeing that street level kind of Spider-Man, especially interacting with Daredevil. That could be cool.
Yeah. I think that it's up to Sony though, not Marvel, right?
Well, that's just it. Sony's thinking about going ahead without Marvel on making something like that. And then the question becomes whether or not, I mean, this could be a rift that causes some issues. This could be a rift that causes some issues if Sony pushes the gas on the Spider-Man movie. But to be honest, the only way to stop Sony from doing that is to stop seeing its movies. You know, I hate to be that guy, but if you don't want Sony to keep on picking up Venom,
Hey guys, wait till it's out.
You know,
just wait till it's out the stream. Don't go to the theaters.
Yeah, I'll pick it up when it's streaming for free on one of the platforms. That's I think where I'm at with Madam
Web's getting torched with the reviews, but it's still making money.
Oh no! So I don't know if you heard, but the reason the one thing that is very different is you could see a movie tanking in real time because people were canceling their pre-orders of tickets and getting refunds from Madam Web on the reviews. So it's like the last time that happened was Shazam 2. So and Madam Web is the first Marvel movie to never premiere at #1 on its opening weekend. Ever. Like Marvel movie does not hit #1 its opening weekend. Madam Web is that bad. It is it's I'm gonna look how much money right now. Let me look right now. I'm gonna look up the box office. The internet is obsessed with Madam Web, but not in the good way. Okay. It sold $17.6 million in tickets in its opening weekend. 17.6. I'm pretty sure that wasn't even, yeah. It was bad. It was very, very.
Is that domestic or just international? Or both?
I don't know. I think it's just domestic.
It's probably just domestic.
Yeah, I don't think anybody gives a shit overseas about these guys, especially. Yeah, I don't know who beat it, but
yeah, how you really feel.
It's the first time. Yeah, just saw Madam Web. It was terrible. Like a lot of people, the people that are seeing it now are like the Morbin time people. Like it was just so bad. I love bad movies because I can make fun of it. Like everybody's seeing it for the memes. Right? You know, this is the new meme movie because it's just so bad. People can give the Marvels or Quantumania or whatever it is all the crap they want. It is nothing near the level of absurdity, poor storytelling, all those things. That's kind of what the vibe is. I haven't seen it. So I'm saying that right now.
I haven't seen it either. I've just heard it's atrocious.
Yeah, and as Gil said, the only things I'm hearing about it is how people can try and unwatch it. You know, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, Sony's doing themselves just fine, shooting themselves in the foot. I saw the final scene of Madam Web and it looked like trash. Venom 3 is going to be the last Venom movie from the comic book kid. Mighty Mike, the parody movie, would be bigger than the actual movie for another Spider-Man. Sony's going to be lucky to pull Shazam 2 numbers, apparently. Go Jacket, she rattles off the most uninspiring line ever to end it. I think it was something like, when you accept great power, you get great responsibility, or when you accept responsibility, you get great power. Something like that. It's
What the
dude, yeah, that was the fade away from her, like, and when you accept when you take responsibility, you get great power, some shit like that. It was just like, oh,
and that's it.
yeah. So
Hey,
yeah, save your money, go see Dune 2 100%. And I have heard Dune 2 is a friggin' masterpiece. It is the Empire Strikes Back of the Dune saga. Like, nobody saw this kind of movie coming from it. And if you're familiar with the Dune lore, apparently there's just some small moves, but it does totally fit in with the lore. But from what I've heard from the people that I appreciate, that do movie reviews, things of that nature, that I generally tend to agree with, like fantastic movie, fantastic, brilliant, wonderful movie. If you have seen the first Dune, this is a total shift from it, because they were trying to just introduce you to Paul Atreides and the Atreides family and the Harkonnens and everybody else, getting that entire story going. And part 2 is just balls out crazy. It's supposedly tremendous. So I'm really excited for that. I'm going to go see that this weekend. 100%. I know I'll probably go like to an 11 a.m. showing by myself, because nobody else wants to go see it with me, but I'm going to go fucking see it. Okay.
I'd go with you, but Igor, I don't know about that, because I have a hard time thinking that Sony's going to let us have Miles before they milk it.
I have a hard time thinking they would give us Null before.
I'm just saying, like, think about this though. Why would they? Why wouldn't they try to do it first, make money, and then let Marvel do it and then make more money? I mean, if anything, yeah. I mean,
Sony's just
they're gonna double dip like they did with Spider-Man already. They did it until they realized, oh wait, we kind of suck at this.
Yep.
They're kind of good at this. Here, you guys could play with them. Oh, thanks. We'll bring them in Civil War. Great.
As long as they keep losing money, it will eventually get.
Yeah, no way they let Marvel do that first, though.
No. They'll put him in the Spider-Verse, in the Miles Morales animated version first, before that ever happens.
They'll give that guy a cameo in the Madame Web 2 before they give him to the MCU.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%. No, I don't refute that whatsoever. But no, I am here for getting Sony to let go of the Marvel properties, because I don't care about Kraven. I don't care about Venom 3. I didn't care for Venom 1. It was okay. Everybody was losing their minds.
But that's my point, Igor. See, look, because he said, do you remember how Spot jumped into the Venomverse reality?
Yeah. For that brief moment. Yeah.
But I remember that. Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They're not going to let him pop up next to like Thor or something.
Berserker Barrage, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I absolutely agree. It just needs to go. Just fuck it. Let's move on. Sony needs to let go of Spider-Man. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm gonna get pissed. Is this gonna be one of those maddening things that where you're going on bad, for an hour? But yeah, no, those are the big things to me in my mind that I can think of like movies coming out soon that I am excited about. Oh, and I'm looking forward tonight, hopefully, to catching a few episodes of Avatar that just dropped on Netflix.
Is that officially out now?
Yep, it just came out on the 22nd, which was technically what, today? Yeah, came out late last night. Technically, it was out last night when you and I were up late working on things. We should have just turned on Netflix and just watched that together and streamed that at the same time. Good Lord. But yeah, no, Avatar: The Last Airbender is out. I'm interested in seeing that, and Dune. So crossing my fingers about Dune. But I have a lot more faith in that project. Just looking at the previews, I got chills. So it's gonna be pretty cool, pretty freaking cool. So what's it Gil saying? I think the best option is for Sony to let the writers from the video game take over the movies. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're doing better than the live action.
No, I think I think right now Batman Beyond pitch. Oh yeah. So did you hear about that? That the crew that made Into the Spider-Verse pitched Batman Beyond? And did you see those pictures? So the crew that made Into the
Oh
Spider-Verse,
yeah,
they
I
did the
did
same
see that.
animation. Yeah, that was their original pitch, was to do a Batman Beyond movie, and Warner Brothers passed on it. Could you imagine a Batman Beyond movie in the style of what we get for Into the Spider-Verse, but with a Batman Beyond movie? That would have been fantastic.
It's probably meant for Batman Beyond.
Honestly, it's tremendous.
I love it the way it looks with the Spider-Verse, but
yeah. Oh yeah.
if you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
grew
yeah.
up with that show, I wish I could cue the music now. You would know. Okay?
It's some cyberpunk.
That
feel,
is what
future.
that is all about.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. Hey, Krista Graham, been a long time. Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah.
I have not watched Bad Batch. Have you?
Bad Batch? No. I'm taking my time with that because they're dropping it weekly, and I'm a big Star Wars guy, and sometimes it hurts because I know this is the last season of Bad Batch.
Right.
And I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it. So I've got a feeling a lot of characters are going to die. And Phil's a little bit more attached to that stuff, and we don't need to have me depressed from week to week. I need to be able to just plow through it. So I'm going to have to wait until we probably get to at least episode 6 for me to start it. I'm going to give it a month and a half hiatus. I'll watch other things, just kind of keep my opinions to myself. I'm going to see spoilers. I'll know what happens more than likely, but at least I'll be prepared for it and the storytelling to enjoy it at that point, because I can't do that. Islander Phil, what happened to the Russo brothers? It'd be nice to have them back. I think they just kind of wanted a lot of money, and they wanted a break from Marvel to kind of do their own thing. So I'm pretty sure that's when they went to Netflix, and they signed that deal to make like 5 or 6 movies with Netflix. And they did that one with Chris Hemsworth, and then that other one with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans.
Although, Phil, can they hear me on your end?
Yeah. They hear you fine.
Do they see me?
Yeah. You're on top, just like it is right now. This is exactly.
I thought I wasn't even on your part on Instagram.
No. They see us all. Go.
Oh well, fuck you all. And then.
But they only see One True Nerd King broadcasting right now. That's
got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll make sure they see you. Tell them.
No,
tell
you're
them
good.
what you're thinking. Tell them what you're thinking. There you go.
I'm thinking that you're a beautiful man. Thank you.
Lies. If that were the case, I'd be on top right now. Okay. No.
We know why you're not on top.
The blip got the Russos. Yeah. I mean, the Russos were doing a lot of great
remember,
work.
we were talking about this. We're in this problem right now because of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
maybe they are the only ones to clean it up. Maybe they might make it worse. I don't know.
Yeah. I do harbor some ill feelings for time travel. It was fun.
Like a little bit. Like, dude, I mean, what does that say about, a director or creator when like they got a great start and middle, but you're not happy with the ending? I don't know if I want them back.
Yeah. I didn't like the ending that got stuck. I understood that the actors needed to go on and do their own things, but again, like we said, there's no writing off in the sunset.
I mean, okay, it almost seems like half of them are clamoring to come back, but whatever.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Huey Mac. Next billing will be coming out soon. Theo got me all the numbers this morning. I'll be just wrapping up everything from one.
Actually not talking about comic book sales for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know, right? So, oh my God, everybody. And what happened? Somebody asked the question, where the fuck's my bill, Phil?
Yeah, we said this in the beginning, so we appreciate everybody that supported us. We have part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, let's you show those there.
Completed and ready to roll. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we just got done adding everybody's piles and all the invoices from part 1 and everything down there is out, and
And all those
Part
little
two?
post-it notes and blue tape you see, those are different buyers. Those are separator tabs to know where the next person
Oh
goes.
yeah,
That's
sorry
how many
guys. It's
people have been buying books. I mean, the first 3
they're
days
probably
we
like,
had over
don't you guys
120.
know how to tape down a bag?
I know. Well, yeah. I
No,
was
yeah,
I was too
those are
busy.
dividers and stuff. Yeah.
I had 4 hours to try and get all that shit done, dude. All of a sudden, Theo was just like, "Oh, I'm still streaming." I'm like, I'm going upstairs. I'm gonna miss my flight. And seriously, guys, you don't understand. Like, if the person giving me to the ride to the airport hadn't been late, I probably wouldn't have been able to finish the billing, and Theo would have been up there doing it, because it was like to the last second that I got everything
And
organized.
maybe it should be known because like there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Yes, a lot, a whole lot.
It's completely different when you're on site, you know.
It is, and this is one of the hardest ones too, because we had an upstairs and downstairs. So like normally we're kind of in a room with all the stuff that's given to us. Every place we've been has been confined.
Oh, it's
to
been like
one room.
confined in like an area. Yeah, this
Yeah.
was confined to a building.
Yeah, this was a building, 3-4 different rooms and the upstairs, and we're running up and downstairs. We're going into different rooms, how many different walls did we have? Do we have like 4 different walls? We had 2 in the front room,
We
2
had
in the
4
back room.
walls.
Yeah, we had 4 walls
walls
to keep up, all the boxes. It was definitely the most. I have never gotten in so many steps. My personal trainer was very happy with my reports coming back for all the steps I was getting in. It was insane. It was
And then
insane.
Phil, take a look at that comment in the chat. I don't want to highlight it just for privacy.
Okay. Yeah, just hit me up and hit me up in my DMs, Gil. I got
Good
you.
to go. And then what do
Yeah.
you guys think about the CGC started to grade Overstreet price guide? Are you talking? Well, I mean, I think they just posted a video where they graded, because they're grading pulps now, so they
Yeah.
graded like the first price guide ever. That's badass. I mean, if they're grading their own, hey, wipe the dust off your shoulder, whatever. Cool.
Phil,
Screw it.
Islander Phil says,
Sure.
Go Jacket says we should have had an elevator and fire pole like it, Ghostbusters.
Oh, a fire pole would have.
That would have been dope, but I don't think we would have stopped running up the stars to do that.
I'm like, oh wait, I'll go get it.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I'll be back. No,
I'll go
Phil,
get it.
you stay here. Islander Phil says, I'm surprised you both still talk to one another because the stress levels must be insane. Do you guys hug it out? No, but we talk the fuck of it out. I mean, we talk a lot at the end of every day. Like, there's everybody thinks we just crash, but there's at least a good hour to an hour and a half of just
anybody who has been a part of the sale or has asked a question or has sent me a message can confirm that after the sale,
it is not done.
I do not go to bed.
No. He's confirming sales. I'm organizing books. We're checking in on prices, and we're looking for stuff the next day.
24/7 type event, which is why we don't do them a lot.
Oh no,
because it takes a lot.
Because the books that people see the next day, we have to find. That doesn't just happen, Matt. There's no freaking comic gnomes that come into the building and pull stuff out. He's digging. I'm pricing. Then we've obviously, in this case, there was a team of support from Russ and Mill Geek Comics. Great guys, great crew, did great work. Super appreciative. But even then, we're still looking for things. We're still handing them things.
Well, nobody's here at 1 a.m.
No, we're by ourselves. We're in the shop,
Well, then the shop closes at 5, so
Yeah, we were locked into a comic book shop. It's kind of like every collector's wet dream, and we were there in it, and we didn't really get to enjoy it. We were working the entire time.
Yeah, we didn't get to have fun because you know what? I was too busy having fun for you.
We didn't get to make any of the reels we planned. We had like 5 or 6 different reels. Like, okay, the first night we're gonna do this one. We're gonna try and make some content because we do this stuff on YouTube. We never make content at these things. And what happened again? We never made any freaking content at this thing. Not a piece. Not even a thought of it, because it was just so busy this time.
I'll whip something up.
This was our most busy. Hey, Into the
Hands
West.
down, the most busy.
Yeah, 100%.
Hands down.
Absolutely. Hey, Comic Spot, good to see you. Would you ever do multiple rooms again? Legion of Paper asks. Yeah.
For the right person and inventory, of course.
Yeah, because you need to have enough books to put on multiple walls. That's the trick, right? But yes, the multiple walls were helpful though too, to keep you guys in the audience engaged, because it's hard to show the same wall over and over again and just swap things out as they get bought, or have to redo it every time. No, it's boring.
Me personally, I don't like that.
No, that's why it's like, unless we almost have like a timer that goes off.
And me personally, I mean, we're still critiquing it. It's still a work in progress, but I also, and let me know on IG and then YouTube. Maybe we'll start doing polls on this, but I don't know. I don't like starting off with an empty wall and announcing a book. I mean, maybe for Golden and Silver Age of things of that type of that obviously don't fall in like the very fine near mint range that need to be discussed or showed. Yeah, I get having to explain what it is and what you're looking at, putting that on the board, sure. But in general, I mean, a lot of these books, yeah, I mean, it's just, we just got to show it in the eyeballs,
Yeah. And your comic book plug, you're right. This was definitely the most diverse sale we have ever had.
100%. We've had an all Golden Age, Silver Age type sale. We've had,
modern.
What was the last one? Was Silver and Copper.
Yeah.
And then the ones we've done prior to that have been Golden to Modern. This has been
I'd
like
say Golden to very early Modern.
Well,
though.
Golden to Copper. Okay, Golden to Copper. And this has been like a pinch of Golden all the way up to yesterday's book.
Yes, yesterday's books, guys.
Literally, yesterday's book.
We had never sold a Radiant variant a day in our lives, and we went through and we sold like a short box full of them. Right?
I've never sold a new comic book day issue.
0 to dozens. Yeah, you sold new comic book day books, dude. That is 100% new for us. 100%. Well,
we never answered Justin's question. How long have we been doing this, and what got it started? Oh God.
So this started with Darren.
It's been over a year.
Yeah. Well, it was last year. It was last June. It was last June. We're coming up.
So it hasn't even been a year.
No. It was last June, because Darren talked to me in May about us, because we did Comics and Chaos with him, and I went to go see the collection, and there was that conversation of like, getting people from Instagram maybe to sell some books from the collection, and he brought it up for us to get together and go out there.
That's right.
We went out and we had our
it hasn't even been a year yet.
No.
Hey, you know what? It hasn't even been. I thought it has.
No. We're not even a year old, bro. We're not even a year old. We are 8 months old. We are 8 months old right now.
Man.
8 months old, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sales. 6 sales deep, 8 months old. That is not bad, folks.
Hey, I like it.
And we've learned a lot. We have learned a lot. So much since the first show. Maybe
a little too much.
Probably too much. Islander Phil says, I want a vintage toy sale next. We will look. We'll see what we can find for you, Phil.
By the way, that one sale, I don't know if you guys remember when I popped on and did that little look at this storage unit find.
Oh,
That one's local to me. That individual is still getting that one ready.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that one, guys. Because he does have sealed TMNT toys. Yes. He has complete Marvel sealed packs. He's got Silver Age ASM. Like, he's got a lot of freaking cool stuff.
No, that is cool.
That will be a cool sale. That will be cool.
Mm-hmm. I see you, Gil. Were you able to get another one of those Ghostbuster or popcorn buckets? Hook a brother up. I have not.
Claim.
Yeah, I know, right? But I haven't seen. I've seen the Slimer ones are on sale. I have not seen the ones that I'm infatuated with, the ghost traps. those haven't gone on sale yet at AMC that I've
That's the
seen.
one I want, is the Ghost Trap.
Yeah, the Ghost Trap is dope as fuck. I think that is cool.
I miss my Ghostbuster toys. Dude, I had the OG stuff.
Oh, you did?
Dude, I had
You
a
have the
Proton
backpack?
pack.
You had the Proton pack?
Yeah, dude, and I
Oh,
had
that's dope.
the freaking Ghost Trap. I had everything. I had everything. Dude, I had turtle. I'm so mad at my parents.
Yeah.
They sold it all, dude, when I was at college in a garage sale. I'll never forgive them. I'm like, why'd you do that?
I have to give my parents credit. They never sold any of my stuff. I sold it to buy baseball cards. That was my mistake. I needed my Ken Griffey Jr., my Frank Thomas. I needed my Skybox boxed
But
sets.
you know what?
And I
They
couldn't get
felt it
that
was
without
important
cash.
to keep all my clothes. I love it. It doesn't fit anymore. That's
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what you're supposed
Here's
to.
your baby shoes. Thanks, Mom. That's gonna do me a lot of good now.
Thanks, Mom. By the time my son wears this will truly smell like a thrift store.
Yeah. Kid's gonna be such terrible feet. No, yeah, it's definitely a thing. Oh yeah, that and your comic book plug does say it as well. The reason why this sale went so well, you sold so many books, is because this time we had something for everyone. We had something for everyone in our audience, and I would agree with that.
This is true.
And that's not to say with our other people there wasn't. There was something for a lot of people, but when you span certain ages more particular than others, certain people are a little bit lost or one's more focused on than the others. This was definitely one of the broadest.
Oh, thank
this
you.
is definitely the broadest. Comic Spot says being 8 months old, that's like 27 in comic book years. It kind of feels like that. Well,
and don't forget, guys, you know, those of you that don't know, I mean, I do my own sales on the side too. You know, I stream on eBay. Sometimes I'll go on Whatnot. You know,
we don't talk about that.
we don't talk
about Bruno.
Whatnot.
No. Did you have the Firehouse? Mighty Mike's asking, did you have the Firehouse, Theo?
The what?
The Firehouse from the Ghostbusters. They were talking about Ghostbusters stuff. So Mighty Mike
no, I didn't have the Firehouse. I had like all the wearable stuff that you could have, you know.
So Mattingly, maybe we should talk. Mattingly used to build proton packs as a side hustle. He used to build prop proton packs as a side hustle. Yeah, we should talk, my friend.
Call me, sir.
See,
is it working? My number.
Yeah, we would 100% do that. But no,
thank you, Tech. It was indeed a task.
Yeah, it definitely was, and it was great. We had a great time. We're super appreciative.
Oh yeah, dude. Russ is a homie. His staff is super cool. The shop was super hospitable. Like,
yeah.
It was actually kind of cool. A lot of the times, it'd get distracting at times, but a lot of times customers were coming in, and just like watching me, and like they're like, "Are those for sale?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram, Rage Theo. Come check it out." You know?
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
You can't buy them right now, though.
You can't. These aren't for you. They're for them.
That was the thing too. Like every single time we saw somebody walk in the store, like we were having to like stake out our territory. Like, no, they don't get to go over.
Yeah, I'm like, these aren't the droids you're looking for, sir.
Yeah. We were, like, I couldn't figure out how to do anything but mark it with police tape. You know, stay away. This is not your section. This isn't your. These are not.
Oh, Justin, welcome to the party. I mean, you definitely missed out on a couple of drinks, but rest assured, sir, there's a few kegs brewing. Okay,
there's a lot more to come. Yeah. And I think some of our craziest things will come later on too. I think we're going to have more opportunities with Mill Geek. We'll probably be back there. We'll probably see our friend Jeff again soon too.
Oh, don't worry, guys. We have a special sale next.
There's about 3 or 4 other people that have expressed interest in us coming out to them this year. I do feel like this year is going to be the craziest year for us. It's going to be the craziest for Theo because he's got a baby on the way too. But that's going to.
Which, by the way, guys,
be soon.
Probably starting like April 1st till like maybe end of April. Your boy is going to go on a nice
silent running.
little chimichanga date, okay?
Little hiatus. That's what we call it.
Chimichanga date.
take a little hiatus, little
Oh,
quiet.
and I forgot, dude. We sold Prince off walls. We had
Yes,
OA. We've
yes,
never had OA.
never. We never had prints to sell either.
No, not
No, I guess
framed
we did once.
Prince.
We did once, but they were in pretty rough condition. These things were framed,
Oh yeah, super
gorgeous.
nice too, dude. Like, dude, he had artist boxes all laid out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
This
mean,
was a shop.
some
It was
people came in with
impressive.
a mission too. Remember preview night? Somebody came, they bought all the Scotty Youngs.
Yes.
I think it was the next day. I did a custom build for somebody. They bought all the David Nakayamas.
Yep.
Somebody bought all the Peaches. Somebody bought all of the Kevin Eastmans.
Yeah.
What else was another artist that people were scooping up? A lot of Jenny Frizen got
Yes.
picked up. A lot of
Jenny
Jenny
was
Frizen
amazing.
got picked up.
Yes. Jenny's very
Man,
popular.
actually, I don't know though. If they had more Scotty, I think Scotty would have
Yeah, they
given
only
them
had like
all
3
a run for
Scotties.
their money, dude. I'm telling you, new comic book day when there were the Scott, they didn't stay.
Mm-mm.
That was it. It was gone.
Scotty Young is a new comic book day cult.
I'm
Like,
like, dude, this guy's nuts.
So I used to do these new comic book day shows back in like
Yeah, I
every
remember. I
Wednesday,
remember.
and
Yeah.
every single one, Scotty Young covers, and that was always the first artist to sell out. The second artist to sell out would be Peach Momoko, and Dave was known, but he wasn't popular back when I was doing this 3 years ago. But those were the big two. Those were the two everybody had to have 100%.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that, dude. They YouTube used to have one of these.
Yeah, it does. It does need to. Actually, this is an
you.
Apple thing. It's an iOS thing. So this is because you have an iPhone that it works, right? If it does work right now, right? Yeah. So this is an iPhone thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's got, because my friends with clones, with droids, things of that nature, they can't do it. This is all about the new updated iOS, and I run off of a Mac, so that's why it works for me.
And Supreme Love, you are absolutely correct. I am not taking a break.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. But
I have many, many things I need to take care of while I'm on my break.
And it's always family first, and I think that's, the reasons why we get along the way we do. When if I got something that comes up with mine, you're like, see you, dude.
That's right.
Get out of here. And vice versa. It's definitely a family situation, and that's the first and foremost part, I think, of any project we take on, and seeing where it fits with our family, how we can go through. That's why I leave early. Usually it's because my daughter's got a procedure coming or something going on, and I need to be here for different parts and pieces. And Theo's got the same thing with his situation. He's got his kids at home. His wife's pregnant, taking care of the other kids. I'm sure she's ready to have her husband back and give her a hand. So it's one of those things where
what kind of hand?
Oh well, that's not for me to say.
Okay, no. She actually told me she's the back scratch. She can't reach right here.
She's like, "Where the hell are you?" I'm tired of getting this fucking ruler out. But yeah, dude, no, I freaking get it. I freaking get it. Yeah. Who wants to be broke? So I take a break. Yeah, right. Exactly. It won't be a long break. Goodness knows, it won't be a long break. But no, definitely going to take a quiet hiatus. We're going to focus on some content, get our next clients queued up, and we'll be coming with a lot of announcements once.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you guys. I mean, you guys wouldn't know until you're in the process of it. But there are a lot of phone calls, texts, video calls that have take place before the day of the sale. There's a lot of. And even then, there's still more that needs to be done when we get here, so
the biggest thing is
it's
really
a long
the lives.
process.
The biggest thing really is the lives, when people can actually watch the shows and they're like, I need this here. What happened there? I need to do here. How do I get you guys to come out and do that here? That's usually where we don't make cold calls. We're not like out there making cold calls, just asking people if they want this to happen. This is something that happened with Fantast that somebody saw. You're like, we want to do that. And then that happened with, hey guys, you're my friend. I know you guys do these things. I've seen what you do for these other people. We want that too. And then, but that it's all that one thing, that one off for like, we're going to go do this, have some fun, make some content, do this thing. And all of a
No,
sudden,
yeah,
like,
and actually,
let's
maybe
do
that's one thing
it.
we should make very clear out there. Is like, we do not want this to be like a all the time thing.
Oh, no. We want this to be special. Yeah.
I mean, essentially.
It's like comic book Lollapalooza. If it's every single week, then it's just another series. It's just another dummy account that has to go live every single day that just does one thing. It's a one trick pony. We don't want to be that. We want to be something a little bit more interactive. We do like to have conversations with our community when we're doing it, like to go to the different places in the community. And the cool thing was too, like we met people on this trip that we had never gotten to meet before. And every single time we go to these places, we're meeting people that we have not gotten to see at a convention. We're getting to meet people that we were familiar with Instagram or from YouTube, things that nature, and coming in and introducing themselves. They've been great events for us to expand our knowledge of people in the community, but also too to help a lot of people in our community get the things that they love and they want to find new homes for, to the places that people that deserve them, and not just another, well, I'll give you a 25 cents for every book in your entire collection kind of crap, like you hear people really getting taken advantage of for. We're here to try and help those people get what it is they need to get from, their collection, and get them to people's hands that can afford them and want them and are going to do something good with them. So it's been just
Hey, and
nothing
if I
but
don't say
benefit.
so myself, because oftentimes, I mean, think about it, guys. It would be impossible for us to price and grade everything. So oftentimes, we're at the beck and call of the collection owner.
Yeah.
You know, you guys tell us what one price is. They're telling us what another price is. We're trying to like keep one foot on both sides of the line because it's like,
Yes.
I want to
It's a
help you,
delicate,
I want to help them. Well,
it's a
let's
delicate
see
deal.
how much here we can get. So it gets tricky, but
And a little insider trading too. We usually have to kind of play good cop, bad cop with each other as well, right? Like we'll be like, it'll be like Phil says this, Theo says that. Okay, where are we gonna go? Oh, well, okay, we'll meet somewhere in the middle. Like it's
hmm.
that's the good thing about being two of us there at a time too. We're not just helping each other, but we're also able to advocate for each side clearly when we need to for every client that comes in, right? Because every single one of these deals is different, every single one of them. So we really try to make sure we're looking out for our clients, and we're looking out for you guys too, because at the end of the day, you guys come with us everywhere, right? The client can't. So it's one of those opportunities that we try to take to make sure that you guys get what it is that you're looking for at a price you deserve by being so cool and loyal with us. And at the same time, too, something that our clients are very happy that they were able to move the book for, and find a new home for it. So it's been fun. But yeah, a little insider trading on that. We
And by the way,
have
just
to
doing
play
a
both
rough
sides.
count based on what's here, it's not, and this is including like a rough count of what's already been shipped out because a bunch of packages went out yesterday. This
Mhm.
doesn't include slabs and this doesn't include prints. I mean, it's like almost like 18, 17 short boxes, including one magazine short box full.
Yeah. Were those the Wizards? No, that wasn't the Wizards. That was the
No, that was the like it was just but it was like a Raiders. There was like a horror
yeah.
man. It was just a big
Sleeping
short
Giants
box.
just came in and says, "I want the
If
box."
somebody came in and claimed a whole magazine box. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. It was 100% crazy.
yeah.
No, but very blessed, guys. We're so thankful. Theo's going to have to catch a flight here soon.
Yes.
And I am going to have to try and catch up on a little bit of sleep.
Yeah, so
Um,
so Justin, really quick, really quick. So
oh,
I got a lot of people, by the way, I'm not gonna tell you this either. But I got a lot of people that gave us a lot of props behind the scenes because they could tell that from day one till last night, they're like,
there was
oh
changes.
yeah, Comics and Chaos definitely rolled through this fucking place.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because
The
it
number
went
one,
from no post-it notes up to the entire shop being covered
yeah,
in them.
yeah. It was something out of like a prank video where people just cover their cars in it. That is 100%.
Like it
That is
got to the
100.
point where I'm like, all right, we're gonna go to the boxes. This is just too much. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I gotta need a minute.
Spots everywhere. We're still seeing fluorescent pink and yellow and
Dude,
blue. And
and that was hands down what was it? The black wall, the double black wall
oh yeah.
was the biggest one we've had to date.
Yeah. No, 100%. That was crazy. And plus too, there was trays underneath it too that were being swapped out. So that was we did a lot of new things we had never done before at this show. But you know what? The great thing is they worked. And I think that's the fun part, guys. I mean, we're kind of getting to evolve, and you guys are coming along with us. Actually, that's the coolest part of this entire thing is seeing how much has changed. Like when we first started doing these things, every single time we leave a site, we're just like, why haven't we thought of this the entire time? Why is it just dawning on us now? Theo thought it's been a year. It's been 8 months. It's been a large learning curve, right? You know, the only 2 months we haven't done sales, that was November, December. We're doing family, so it's been crazy, but it's been good. It's been good. 100% blessed. 100% blessed. But on that note, my friend, I have to call it a night. At least I have to get going. So
always a pleasure, sir. Guys, invoices are out. Check it from One True Nerd King.
Yes,
you reach
sir.
out to me if you need anything. I'll be on a plane tonight, but I'll be available a little bit tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure, guys. You're the best. We appreciate you. Thank you.
See you Monday. Yeah. All right. We'll see you Monday.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Well, I guess we don't have really anything else to do.
We're on break now.
True story.
Now
Peace,
we're
everybody.
back to annoying everybody. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the fun job.